It's time for version 2.0 of you to show up. The version that doesn't hesitate. The version that doesn't care about fear. The version that shows up, puts in the work, and keeps going, no matter what. I was the master of I'll start tomorrow. If something got hard, I'd distract myself. Phone, Netflix, anything but the work. That's escapism, and it was keeping me stuck. Then one day, something clicked. I had to be real with myself. Enough is enough. At some point, I had to ask myself, what's worse? The pain of putting in the work, pushing through the struggle, and actually achieving something, or the pain of waking up one day, realizing you wasted years, and it's too late to fix it? Something has to be done. And so the first thing I did to kickstart my journey to a comeback was to go ghost mode. Believe me when I say there's nothing more satisfying than vanishing for a bit and then reappearing. Totally transformed and blowing everyone's mind. Every single person who's ever done something truly amazing all had their time in the shadows. A time when no one saw them or knew what they were up to. They were making moves, grinding, building their empire. All in secret. That's ghost mode, and it's the secret sauce to any epic comeback. I know this because I did it myself. I took 12 months of sabbatical after quitting finance in London. I needed to understand myself better and build my next project. No distractions, no noise, just me, my thoughts, and my ambition. Now, I'm engaged, living exactly where I want, and have investors back in my project. The time I spent in ghost mode changed my life. What you do in ghost mode matters. The first step, cut out the dead weight. Toxic vices, toxic people, toxic environments. They all have to go. If your surroundings don't support your growth, they're holding you back. You need to get clean. That means cutting out distractions that drain your energy, breaking bad habits that keep you stuck, distancing yourself from negative influences. It could be you've been given time to people who don't respect your boundaries, or maybe you're stuck in a cycle of blaming bad luck when the real problem is avoiding hard truths. Look, setbacks happen. Maybe you failed a university exam. No shame in that, but what really went down? Were you on TikTok when you should have been studying? Here's the golden rule. Stop blaming everybody else. That's a dead-end mindset. This isn't about becoming some kind of monk. It's about creating an environment where you can actually thrive. Now, I'd love it if you stayed with me till the very end, and that's because the last part is super important. Once you've cleaned house, it's time to pick your comeback objectives. First off, this is very important. I want you to figure out what lights your fire. What's that thing you can't stop thinking about? It could be launching a side hustle, nailing that promotion. Whatever it is, make sure it vibes with your core values. That's your ticket to staying hyped. The next step is to break that big dream into bite-sized tasks. Think of it like stacking Lego bricks. Each small win builds up to something epic. This way, you won't feel like you're climbing Everest in flip-flops. But hey, life throws curveballs. Keep your game plan flexible, ready to pivot when stuff hits the fan. Being adaptable keeps you in the game, no matter what. And when you've locked in on your comeback mission, the next step would be to level up with the right skills and connections. Now, here's the biggest misconception about success. Most people think they need to be world-class at one thing. Wrong. The real winners are in the top 25% at 2 complementary skills. If you're a designer, add copywriting. If you're an engineer, sharpen business skills. If you're a filmmaker, master storytelling and marketing. Your edge comes from the unique mix you bring to the table. Now, we might as well call it a day with our first 3 pointers. But if you really want to kick things into overdrive, if you want to unleash your inner beast, I'm going to drop some serious truth on you. You've got to seek revenge. Yeah, I said it, revenge. Think about everyone who's ever doubted you, every hater, every enemy, and anyone who's ever done you wrong. Now, I know this is starting to sound kind of scary, but don't worry. No one's telling you to go all Liam Neeson on your haters. This is us telling you to use your dark moment to channel a Kill Bill revenge arc. You'll be channeling your inner Beatrix Kiddo, turning pain into power. Or picture Michael Jordan in The Last Dance, using every perceived slight as fuel to dominate the game. Like Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, crossing names off your list with every achievement. We're talking about crushing them with your success, burying them under your achievements. I know, we live in a different world where everyone's gonna clutch their pearls and say, "Oh, you should do it for yourself." Nah, forget that noise. This is for yourself. You're just using those other people and those negative experiences as rocket fuel. Extra motivation. And it doesn't even have to be a specific person. It can be revenge against circumstances, against past failures, against anything that's ever held you back. Think about it. Did you watch your parents struggle to pay the bills growing up? That's your fuel. Your revenge is making sure they never have to worry about money again. Did someone tell you you weren't good enough? Your revenge is proving them so spectacularly wrong that they'll choke on their own words. Anything that makes you angry, anything that makes you feel that fire in your belly, use it. Make a list of your enemies, real or imagined. Write down every single thing that's ever caused you pain. Then, go on a mission to punish them with your unstoppable success. Let your achievements be the ultimate screw you. So we've got that external fuel, the productive vengeance, that fire in your belly. Now, let's talk about the internal game, competing against yourself. Because, let's be real, you're your biggest competition. This is where the list of greatness comes in. Think about the absolute best version of yourself, the person you aspire to be, the person who's got it all together. What qualities does he possess? What does he do differently? Write it all down. Let me give you a few examples to get you started. He's laser focused. No distractions, no cheap dopamine hits. When he's on a mission, he's locked in. He handles stress and problems that would crush most people. He's a rock. He understands the power of delayed gratification. He's playing the long game, not chasing instant wins. He's in control of his emotions. He doesn't let them dictate his actions. Now, you build your own list. Make it personal. Make it powerful. Put it somewhere you'll see it every single day. On your mirror, on your phone, wherever. This is your blueprint. It's your constant reminder of who you're striving to be. Every time you feel yourself slipping or veering off course, look at that list. Correct yourself. Get back on track. Day by day, you'll start embodying those qualities. You'll become that man. I'd love to say a big thank you for sticking around. It proves you're serious about making a comeback in your life. Now, let's make it real. What are your next steps? Drop them in the comments below. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's do this.